Well, hello again everybody. Lovely to see you all again this week. Now, I've actually got a little helper with me today to help me do this video. Would you like to meet them? Panda, come on out. Oh, he's been sitting on my knee. Look, he's our new kitten. You gonna say hello, Panda? See if we can make him wave. There we go. Hello everybody. He's being a very good boy and he's just been sitting on my knee. So let's pop him down. We might see him at the end. He might come and say bye-bye later. So I wonder if you can remember what we were talking about last time I was talking to you. Was it about elephants? No. Penguins? Definitely not. Maybe giraffes? No, of course not. Can anyone remember? That's right, it was Advent and our Advent wreaths. You remember this was our Advent wreath. Now, I wonder how much you can remember about Advent and what it is. I bet you can all remember that Santa doing the Gangnam Style dance. Oh, I think he just popped up again. Did you just see him on the screen? He is a very, very cheeky Santa, isn't he? Dear. So, do you remember that we said that Advent meant coming? And that Advent was all about preparing our hearts, waiting and making space in our lives for the coming of Jesus in the run-up to Christmas. So I've got a little quiz for you to start off with today. And I've got two tins in front of me. One, you can see here, that says Advent. And the other one, oops, says not Advent. And I'm going to hold up lots of pictures of different things. And you've got to think whether that picture is something to do with Advent or something actually that doesn't have much to do with Advent at all, but is just about getting ready for Christmas. So I put my two tins on the floor because that was a bit easier for you to see them. So first one, this one is hoping and waiting for Jesus to come at Christmas. That's right, that's all to do with Advent, so I'll pop it in that one. Christmas trees and decorations. No, not really. That's just to do with getting ready for celebrating Christmas, isn't it? What about this? Praying and talking to God. Yep, that's right. That one is to do with Advent. That's what Christians celebrate at Advent. Ooh, what about shopping and presents? Yep, that one is not Advent. Just getting ready for Christmas. What about this? Is Advent to do with parties and dancing? No, not really. Put it in that one. But is Advent about being excited and really feeling really happy and looking forward to Jesus' birth at Christmas? Yes, it is. So that goes in our Advent one. What about Advent being all about food and drink? Which tin would that go in, I wonder? That's right, it's not to do with Advent, it's just to do with getting ready for Christmas. What about this one? Thinking and hoping for Jesus to come at Christmas. Yeah, that's right, it's to do with Advent as well. Well done, I think most of you got all of them right. Fantastic. Now, do you remember our Advent wreath that we had last week? And last week we lit our candle of hope on our Advent wreath. Do you remember that we said that Advent wreaths are made up of evergreen leaves in a big circle to represent the everlasting life that Jesus brings and the everlasting love that he has for us? And do you remember that the candles all represented different things? So last week we lit our candle of hope. And this week we're going to light our candle of peace, which is our second candle. So I'm going to light it now. I'm going to put it down because we have to be very super careful, don't we, when we're working with candles and fire. So there we go. I've just lit our second candle, which is our candle of peace. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So next week, we're going to light our candle of joy, which is actually our only pink candle. We'll talk about that next week. And then this one over here is our last candle, our candle of love, before we light the big candle on Christmas Day, which represents Jesus himself coming, because that's the day that he's born, that we celebrate that he was born. So our second candle Can you remember what it represented? That's right, it's peace. And the idea is that when we light it, it reminds us to spend time thinking about Jesus and how he brought peace into the world at Christmas time. So I'm going to put this down. Oof, I always feel a bit scared holding it at that angle for you. So I wanted us to spend a bit of time thinking about what peace is. Oh my goodness, was it that cheeky Santa again? Did he just pop up on your screens as well? He is definitely not anything to do with peace. That Santa, he is far from peaceful. So, as I was saying before we were so rudely interrupted by that cheeky Santa, I wonder what peace is.
What is peace? Peace is the beauty in the world. Rolling oceans, towering mountains, and dazzling skies. Peace is feeling well rested. Peace is eating healthy food and feeling full. Peace is reading an amazing story. Peace is knowing you are one of a kind. Peace is making a friend. Peace is when you forgive others. Peace is having wishes come true. Peace is accepting those who are different from you. Peace is having someone to love. Peace is kissing your family goodnight. Peace is feeling calm in your heart. Peace is what we need.
So peace is all about being calm and feeling happy on the inside and not worrying about things. But I think there are different kinds of peace. And this picture shows what I think are the three sort of different types of peace that we can have. The first one was this one here that we've just thought about. The peace and calmness that we feel about ourselves when we're happy and content and not worrying about things. Then you've got this one here, which is peacefulness. So the quietness and calmness that we all feel in places around us sometimes. And then this one over here is the peace that we have with each other. The way we make peace with others by being kind to people and not fighting with them. So here is a little song that can help us understand more about what peace can mean with each other. The letters are taken out of the word peace as the song goes along, and you have to clap in their place. So see if you can clap where those missing letters are. Not that naughty Santa again! Honestly, what are we going to do with him? Santa, this is not your song. You are not peaceful. Oh my goodness. Well, here is the real song I wanted you to hear.
There is a way that we can live in peace. Is the way. P-E-A-C-E, 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 and peace is the way. Peace is shaking someone's hand and being a good friend. E-A-C-E, E-A-C-E, E-A-C-E,
Now, one of the names for Jesus in the Bible was the Prince of Peace. Here's a little picture that I've got of him and what he might have looked like. Now, Christians believe that Jesus came to help us all have peace. So in a way, we could put Jesus at the top, here we go, of our picture just here. We had our picture of peace, those 3 types of peace. And in a way, we could take off, our word peace, and put Jesus up there instead. There we go. Because Christians believe that Jesus not only helped us to feel peaceful, he also helped us to feel peaceful inside, have that peace inside of us when we feel happy and contented and not worrying about things. And he also showed us how to show peace to other people and not fight with them, but to share our toys nicely and be kind to others. But Christians believe that it's actually slightly more than this too. We're going to watch another little clip that might explain it a bit more.
In a world not so far, nor so long ago, a people had peace, or though they thought so. They lived in their houses, all snuggled with care, but something was missing, something not there. They fought over toys and things that went beep. They fought over clothes and even their sheep. But something was missing. But came as a baby one silent night. A radical love came to us that day. God had something to show us, something to say. That peace was more than a feeling or thought. A relationship with God, that's what Jesus taught. Through that little baby, he showed us our worth. It's a pretty good idea, this peace on earth.
Christians believe that Jesus, who they think is the Son of God, can bring them peace because they believe that one day they will get to heaven and live forever with God, where they'll always be happy and feel peaceful forever. That's pretty cool, isn't it? And that's why we light our second candle on our Advent wreath, the one that reminds us that Jesus came as a baby at Christmas time to bring peace to everyone. Santa, it is not all about you. It's about Jesus at Christmas time. Honestly, I just don't know what to do with that cheeky Santa. Now, do you remember in our Christmas story that Mary was the mother of Jesus? And you might remember that an angel called Angel Gabriel visited Mary before Jesus was born to tell her she was going to have a baby. And that baby was going to be Jesus, who was going to be very, very special because he was actually God's son. So we're going to watch a short little video clip just now telling this part of the story.
An angel visits Mary. Have you ever seen an angel? In the city of Nazareth in Galilee, there lived a young woman named Mary. Mary was soon to marry a carpenter named Joseph. One day, God sent an angel named Gabriel to Mary. Mary was scared because she had never seen an angel before. Gabriel the angel said, "Don't be afraid, Mary. You have found favor with God. You are going to have a baby. This will be a very special baby. You must name him Jesus. He will be great. He will be the Son of God, and his kingdom will last forever and ever." Mary asked, "How can it be? I'm not married." The angel replied, "With God, all things are possible." Mary bowed before the angel Gabriel and said, "I love God. I will do what he has chosen me to do." When she got up, the angel had gone.
Now, when the angel visited Mary, do you think Mary was feeling peaceful at first? What do you think? I really don't think so. I think she was probably feeling really scared. Can you imagine a big angel suddenly appearing in front of you? Oh my goodness, I think I'd be pretty scared. But then, do you remember the angel tells her not to be scared, and he tells her how special and loved she is. And then he tells her about this amazing thing that is going to happen to her. How she will have a baby who will be God's son, and how God will be with her through everything. And then the angel leaves her. I wonder how Mary was feeling when the angel left her. We aren't actually told in the Bible, but I bet she was feeling much more peaceful and excited than she was when he first came. She knew that God was with her through everything and that he would help her, and so she didn't have anything to worry about. And because of this, she found peace. And imagine how much more peace she would have felt when she thought about what Jesus would become and what he was and what he would do for people and how much peace he would bring. So let's finish by saying a little prayer together to end our time together today. If you'd like to make the prayer your own, you just need to join in with the Amen at the end. Dear God, thank you for this time in Advent when we think ahead to Christmas. Thank you for the peace that it brings when we think about Jesus and all he did for us. Amen. So Panda has actually just crawled up me because I think he thought I was going to forget and not let him say goodbye to everybody. So Panda, you're going to say bye-bye? Bye-bye, everybody. Oh, he's really enjoyed listening and being with you this morning. So thank you again for watching, and I hope you all have a lovely, lovely week, whatever you get up to. And I'll see you again next week. Bye! And a bye from that cheeky Santa too.